Hey y'all. My name is Ashley-Nicole Phillips, and you are tuned into my Facebook community live. I know today I'm in my room. I think we've only done this once before in the earlier Facebook community live days. I'm in my room. My name is Ashley-Nicole Phillips. I am a channel for the divine. We all truly are. I use my shaman mama capabilities, my connection to the oneness of all things, my multidimensionality, my remembrance that we are one in divine evolution. To convene with my inner space, or the oneness of all things, or the soul, or the universes, or God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. To share energies and wisdoms and remembrances of our existential fundamental nature. As limitless potentials, infinite energies manifested or incarnated as beings of galactic evolution, galactic creation, the galactic experience. Galactic evolution, the galactic creation, the galactic experience being a dimension of God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, simultaneously one with the infinite nature of the divine God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, the Most High. Excuse me, I know I'm behind, baby, I'm late. I proposed, baby, I'm late. I apologize. I was gonna cook tonight. I didn't feel like doing it because I cooked breakfast. My soul guy didn't say, hey, Ashley, don't cook breakfast. Just like eat a bowl of cereal. And I was like, no, I want to cook breakfast. And I would cook breakfast, and then by the shoot. By the time I was thinking about dinner, I was just like, I don't feel like it. So I had to go. I went to a walk to pick up some fast food. So it's gonna be like a mukbang style Facebook community live where I eat and I talk. Not gonna lie, the galactic ancestral forces and beyond, like, hey Ashley, can we say what we want to say before you eat? Y'all see the title. They're like, we know it's a tall ask. And you're like, ooh, the galactic, you might think like the galactic ancestral forces clocked you, the other dimensions of the self, they clocked you. They're like, they're like, we know it's a tall ask, but can you let us speak before you start eating? And I was like, okay, this is a time for me. I was like, thank you, ancestral forces. Parts of me probably got offended. I was like, thank you, ancestral forces, the oneness of all things. Thank you, ancestral forces, for being frank. Because I've been strengthening my relationship with all things, including food. And with all things, including food, and like, I perceive how we have like, it's the soul said it's humanity. We have like a cookie monster disposition, like like we be eating stuff, and we have energies that are like big energies that enjoy eating stuff because we are big energies and we just be eating things and stuff. So I was like, and I notice whenever I do transmissions and let's say I'll wait to eat dinner after the transmission, I can notice how parts of me that be overdoing whatever it is I'm dedicated to doing in that moment. Like parts of me don't even want to do it no more. I just want to go eat. So I've noticed these energies inside of me. So galactic ancestral forces, thank you for being honest. So I can meet myself, face these self, ourself, and grow and evolve our energies into more self-consideration is more limitless, where we're not so restricted by our habits, our patterns, and the way we've been living. So thank you, ancestral forces. I appreciate it. And of growing and evolve our energy into more wellness, more balance, more limitless potentials is universally aligned, universally assigned for the upliftment and regeneration of all things. The ancestral forces, sit back and close your eyes. Ashley is Atlanteans of Antarctica speaking. Ashley has been galactic presence. As you are galactic presence, Ashley has been gifted in understanding in which many of your dimensions and realms of your energy, your species, your galactic contributions to the evolution of all things understands as far as your contribution and manifestation, the immersion experience. Ashley has hesitancy in her confidence to share this understanding or wisdoms in which she's garnered from her soul space to share with your species, your contribution to the evolution of all things, your energy embodiment within galactic colonization. We told her our understandings of how we manifested, how we are, how we be is different from what you all are manifested as. Being immersed in this dimensionality of evolution and this incarnation and this energetic embodiment as insert your name through the galactic immersion experience. And understanding that I know well as an Atlantean of Antarctica, as I deal with species, commune with species that have similar origin stories, origin points. You all are truly infinite potentials, limitless wisdom, bearing galactic heritage, evolved humanoid beings of the future that are now. You have amnesia to the remembrance that you are futuristic, humanoid species of the cosmos that are amnesiac to the fact that you are futuristic, humanoid beings of the cosmos that exist in the now. You're being tasked to go within your inner spaces, commune with your soul through prayer and meditation, to evolve your energy into the futuristic, humanoid, wisdom-bearing, balanced, universally aligned species of the cosmos, humanoid beings of the cosmos that are now. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Atlanteans of Antarctica. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm listening to the inner space because I hear our human. Because we're one human. And every human being and every being that's going to watch this transmission, I feel you, I see you, because we're truly one. And it's like our soul is like, no, we don't want to hear anymore. No, that's it. We don't want to hear anymore. Tipping over the apple carts of who we believe we were for so long. Decalcifying the calcification of who we believe we were for so long. I'm like, the Atlanteans are like, that's it. And all the ancestral forces like, that's all we wanted to say. I'm like, are you sure? Because like before, when I was in pre-production, and the spirit, and y'all, I hear spirit loud and clear. Like I have conversations with my future self. That's truly, I'm present with my future self here now. I have live action conversations, magical experiences where my future self moves this reality and leaves like notes to me like, hey, this is real. So I'm having a live communion with my inner space, my future self, you know, the oneness of all things, like, hey, like shifts this reality, like, hey, this is real. Like last night I did a transmission, oneness connection, energetic upliftment transmission. I'm gonna start eating my food, y'all. Is that truly it though? Is that all we're doing? Yes. Okay. Cause let me finish what I was saying first. Cause before the pre-production, I was like, I was a lot of energy was coming through. It was like, we want to talk, we want to share. And thank you so much, Atlantis of Antarctica. Beautiful, abundant, powerful energies, powerful remembrances, super duper powerful. And thank you. And I'm seeing vivid imagery and understandings because I did have a lot of fear of sharing this understanding because I didn't want to box our energy in out of a lack of remembrance or any dimension of myself that was more enticed by this dimension, this dimensionality of understanding over digging through my inner space to find more expanded truths. So I was like, I hope I'm not boxing anybody in. Because, you know, the soul is like, what we are is limitless. So we'll always only grow and evolve into more heightened conscious awareness of ourselves and our existence and our existential fundamental nature. And no, I'm grateful and I appreciate the story to tell. I'm not looking for anything else, I don't think. Well, I know I'm looking for it because we're always only in divine evolution. I'm competing with energies of source. It's like, Ashley, is this story not good enough for you? No, it's abundant, it's beautiful. But I want to make sure that I'm not feeding into disparity out of subconscious, super unconscious, lackful dispositions. And I'll tell y'all why I'm so like, I stay in the spirit, I stay in meditation prayer to make sure my contribution, my assistance to the evolution of our energy of all things is evolution that is a contribution that is soul aligned, what I intended to do on the soul line, highest timeline disposition before I incarnated. Because I've been in the spirit, I've been healing. And I've been seeing our human energy, facing our human energy, been going through spells of disillusionment, where who I thought I was, what I thought my storyline was, what I thought I believed was a thought. And this is it. And not only a thought, but a limiting thoughts, disparaging thoughts that perpetuated death, disease, war, famine, poverty, pedophilia, sex trafficking, human trafficking. By the way, this is I have 2 podcasts. One is Connection, Energetic Upliftment, which is available to stream for free on YouTube. And then I have Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, which is available to stream for free on YouTube and Spotify. All guided, all God guided, all soul guided, all future self guided, ancestral multiverse guided. The spawning of it, the origins of it, the creation of it. Kingdom Things Podcast 2033 Prophecy. By the year 2033, got insight from our future selves, which are really here now in the present moment. We're awakening to this and evolving our energy to manifest as our future self in the present moment and manifest reality, co-creation, consciousness, awareness of ourselves, our existential fundamental nature to be, embody, live as our future selves in the present moment. Got insight from the future self or the oneness of all things or God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. Everything is truly one. Manifested, experiencing the self in infinite ways to grow and evolve the self or God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. Kingdom Things Podcast 2033 Prophecy, insight from the future. We're going to come into greater conscious awareness and embody the energies, to be the energies of a human culture, galactic culture, a planet Earth with no death, no disease, no war, no famine, world peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking. As death, disease, war, famine, poverty, pedophilia, human trafficking, sex trafficking was all a part of the makings of us. A dense song of energies that we manifest in reality as to grow and evolve these energies into wellness and balance for our future selves in the present moment. Whenever creation needs something to continue to grow and evolve, it naturally produces it. We manifest it back into creation as dimensions of galactic heritage, galactic evolution, these dense and imbalanced energies, to remember that we're wellness, to remember that we're balanced, to remember that we're the future in the present moment. We just forgot. We're in a state of vibration, frequential patterning, vibration, where we were aligned with wisdoms that fed us lack, instead of our higher wisdom, understanding of how we're connected to all beings, all things. And we have the innate ability to co-create the way we show up in all beings, all things, through the way we meditate, prayer connected through our inner space, which is connected to the outer space of the universal source, consciousness, God, Allah, Shekinah, Brahman, Prime Source, Hashem, that is the oneness of all things. To align with abundant thoughts and vibrations that manifest itself in a culture that reflects our limitless wellness and balance. No death, no disease, no war, no famine, world peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking by 2033, which is truly now. What we're seeing happening right now, where all the darkness is coming to the light, these are eons old energies that have and patterns that have been perpetuating through dimensions of galactic evolution, of divine evolution for eons. And we sprouted back, we blossomed back into creation, sprang back into creation as who we are, to help sort out the imbalances through our history, the way we live, the way we experienced. Everything we've lived, everything we experienced as our understandings of who we are, as humanoids of galactic evolution, of divine evolution, infinite dimensions, or God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, ancestral forces, infinite ancestral forces were seen through our eyes, walking our strides, tandem with us, and utilizing the dimensions of their wisdoms, of where they're from, their dimension of the universes, their dimensions of realms and states of being beyond our synaptical understanding of God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, or the universes, to help figure balance and wellness for not only our realm, our existence, our species, but for all things, upliftment, regeneration of all things. 2033, human culture, galactic culture. We're not the only species. We're not only truly humanoids. The way we perceive ourselves as humanoids is a part of our thought patterns of what we believe we are, even are. We're truly one with all beings, all things. By 2033, we will be a human culture, planet Earth, with no galactic culture, planet Earth, with no death, no disease, no war, no famine, world peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking. The reason why I said we're not only humanoids, because as below, so above, principle of correspondence, as below, so above. Everything in our reality is a mirror of ourselves. Animals, insects, other species, other beings. We're one with all beings, all things. We project each other to perceive ourselves in different dimensions, to grow and evolve into more wisdoms, more wellness, more balance, more limitless potentials. So I'm going through all types of disillusionment. Where who I think I am, the soul, because shoot, that was part of my divine mandate. It's like, hey, Ashley, if you want this life that's seated in your heart space, got the divine future self, full circle moment, it's like you have to become everything I created you to be. And I've been growing and evolving, zealotry, seeking God within all things, understanding that everything in my reality is a mirror of myself. Hey, soul, what is this in my reality trying to teach me about myself? Which brings me to my call to action. Sit with yourself every day, ask yourself, hey, soul, what is it that I need to know in this moment to come into greater conscious awareness, as well as greater conscious embodiment of my limitless potentials? Wait for the answers, because they will come. Your lingo with the universe or your future self or all things is most likely unique to you. So when your soul, yourself, your future self or all things, God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Brahman, Hashem, the Most High, delivers to you the message of wisdoms, and you get it, stop and validate yourself in the moment. Give yourself love, give yourself a hug, and validate yourself in the moment to become more open and more excited about blossoming into a greater intimacy with yourself or the universes or all things or your future self or God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. And validate yourself in your knowings, your wisdoms that your soul teaches us. We are one. Once as we vibrate with our soul's knowings, we become the wellness and wisdoms, and we grow into a species with no death, no disease, no war, no famine, no peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking. Speaking our wisdoms, being our wisdoms, exemplifying our wisdom, showing up as our wisdoms, choosing to do this, setting the intention to do this. Highest timeline potentials as universally aligned, universally assigned for the upliftment and regeneration of all things. So I'm going through, thank you, ancestral forces, thank you, Atlanteans of Antarctica. We are one. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the remembrance, the love, the wisdoms, the healing frequencies. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The soul said, transcend the doubt, Ashley. Transcend the doubt. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Humanity. Yes, yes. Transcend the doubt. So I've been going in the spirit, like seeking God within, God in all things. Going through so much, we call it ego deaths. In spirituality, in our culture, we call it ego deaths. Going through all types of ego deaths. Or disillusionment for who I think I am. What I think I am. For the divine to align me with vibrations, frequencies, wisdoms, expanded consciousness understandings of who we are, who all things are. Limitless, wellness, balance. And we all have storylines to tell. We get to share and tell. Let our souls tell us who we are, Let our souls speak into us, be into us, or reprogram us into who we are on a more abundant level. Instead of like advertisements programming who we should be, and the news and media programming who we should be, pop culture programming who we should be. Let our soul program us into how we should show up. Excuse me, y'all. So, I've been going through all types of disillusionment. And thank you, soul. Thank you, soul. Seeing all types of things in the spirit, which is coming to the light right now. We have gratitude. And speaking about our oneness, it's like, okay, we got 3 million Epstein files documents just released. That was the title that I saw, in some videos. Some independent news videos before I hopped on here, right? 3 million more Epstein documents released, and I started watching watching one of the videos from one of the independent news networks. I got Taco Bell and McDonald's. I got this wrap, chicken avocado ranch wrap, and some French fries. Because again, I did not feel like cooking. I was so indecisive. I was like, am I going to order this? I was like, I don't know if I was looking at my app on my phone. I was like, am I going to order this? I said for like good 3 minutes. That's kind of why I was kind of late. That's a bit why I was late. Because I was like, I don't know if I want this. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to like it. This thing is good. Oh, it's good. It's tasty. I like it. It's a bit salty, Taco Bell. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, maybe I'll just lower y'all sodium content just a little bit. It's a little too salty. A little bit salty. Like right in my back of my throat. Like on my tongue, my taste bud is real salty. Give me a second. So we're one, right? We're one in each other. We're one in all things. And we're playing these characters and embodying these energies that have us acting in ways other than what our future selves would do. And that's why, okay, that's why our future selves predict this. We're in a galactic immersion experience. Is what my soul is being guided to teach. I've seen other people share the same thing. They have the same understandings. We're in a galactic immersion experience where our future selves projected us into this reality. It's like a video game. To work out the imbalances of our energetic embodiment in this video game or this simulation or this reality. For safety. For safety purposes. That's what they said. We don't look, like from our perspective, that's what they said, and I trust this. I get it. But not really, not completely. Yes. The Pleiadians want to speak. They're like, we'll share, Ashley. It's common for galactic species to break ourselves energetically through technologies and spiritual means it's like looking at ourselves, it's like looking at our energy or energy under a microscope. So we'll fragment ourselves into different dimensions using spiritual technologies and more conventional technologies as we know it, with like wires and materials to project ourselves in different dimensions, to look at our energy under a microscope. Thank you. Thank you. That's a beautiful insight, Pleiadians. Thank you. That's beautiful. So that's where we stem from. So like there was a little disgruntlement, anger, because they were like, we do this for safety purposes. I was like, we wouldn't look at it as safety, you know, baby. People get shot down in the streets and things. We wouldn't see it as safety. But if you're looking at it from that perspective, or we project ourselves into different dimensions to see our many parts, to put like putting our energy under a microscope. Okay, I get that. And that's how we came into inception. Like we sprang back into creation. Okay, I get this. I get it. I perceive this. Thank you for this insight, Pleiadians. Thank you, ancestral forces. Right? So it's like whoever we perceive ourselves to be in this reality, whoever we perceive anyone to be, understand we're all working out this one energy, or these energies of ourselves under a microscope. No longer condemning one another, having compassion for one another, awakening to this remembrance by going through our inner space prayer meditation. Sit with yourself every day. Ask yourself, hey soul, what is it that I need to know to come into greater conscious awareness as well as greater conscious embodiment of my limitless potentials? I want to be the wisdoms. I want to be the wellness. We all want to be the wisdoms. We all want to be the wellness because we are truly wisdoms. We are truly wellness outside of this projection of ourselves, where we were perceiving only a dimension of ourselves. Our consciousness was only programmed to only perceive these imbalances and not our wholeness, our whole picture. Because I was just watching the video about the Epstein files, and the independent media person, they were reading some of the documents, and Trump's name was in there. Trump and other people's names are in there in the files with Epstein, and talking about trafficking young women, girls. Have y'all seen me cover this before? And that's what I said last time. Now that I know better, I get to do better. More wisdoms. I think the best thing that we could do to be the wisdom is wisdom and wellness. Feel how we feel. Speak our minds. Speak how we feel. But then reverting back to if we want to no longer continue these cycles of the imbalances that have been happening for eons, even in our known historic history, pedophile rings, these things have been going on for centuries. If we want to stop it and be the solution, we have to be compassionate with ourselves. Say all these people that are involved, they're a manifestation of our energies that we came into inception. We re-sprouted back into creation to balance out these energies. To remember that we're one with all the energies. To be our future self in the present moment. Expanded consciousness beings. Spiritually DNA activated beings. To manifest as our future self in the present moment. No death, no disease, no war, no famine, world peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking. So feel how you feel and express feeling how we feel, expressing how we feel. And then reverting back to the wisdoms, like, shit, this is a mirror of myself, principal correspondence, as well as so above. So what is this trying to teach me about myself? What is this story trying to teach me about myself? Yes to forever. No death, no disease, no war, no famine, world peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking. I'll speak to the future self, because I be chatting with my future self, but like, shit, I ain't know I was gonna do that. But I ain't know I ain't know I was gonna do that. And it's like more lighthearted things. So just imagine people that actually, people, their future selves looking at them and they shoot in the Epstein files. Like, shit, ooh! Just imagine their future self like, oh, hell, I don't know how this shit. It's like, whoa. I don't want to manifest it for myself, or, you know, I don't want it for any of us. I want us to all be free, cage free. Wake aside. Oh, to wake up. I truly do. Ooh! No, I'm not talking. Mum's a word. I got insight from the soul. About more beings from our pop culture, more people from our pop culture that we know in the masses that are allegedly connected to nefarious deeds, and it's coming to the light. And the reason why I know this is because I got to help clear up the energies and the ethers to help free our soul or our energy, because our souls were bounded our souls were like enslaved and trapped in the frequencies of these beings, because they are known by the masses and they do things behind closed doors that they would not want nobody to know about. And whenever you experience anyone's energy, understand you're vibrating with their frequency, so we become one with each other. So if the person you're standing next to has so many secrets and all types of things, you become one with their energy, and your energy gets dense and calcified, or lower vibrational, or even more out of alignment with our higher future self soul wisdoms in the present moment. So I was healing in the ether space to help free our soul. Assist, because I know it's not just me. Assist with freeing our soul. So I was seeing this stuff through the inner space. I was like, shit. And that shit rocked me. I was like, whoa. So that's why I'd be like, so are you sure this is all you want to say? Is there anything else you want to say? Is there anything else we should know? Okay. Like, don't let my mouthpiece block us. Don't let our human energy that's afraid to be cage free, baby, that's afraid to be limitless. Don't let that stop us from being limitless, baby. I know we're awakening and we're gonna go through all types of things. We speak wellness and balance, but we're remembering and we're changing swiftly, quickly. And I know that some dimensions of ourselves have aversion with this change. Don't let that stop the change. We want to be the change. So that's why I'd be like, are you sure? Because I see that's I'm like, are you sure? I should say it. Sure. What is it? Oh, thank you so much, Pleiadians. Thank you, Atlantis of Antarctica. Any other ancestral forces? Y'all got something good? Help us out. Wake us up. Help wake us up. Shit, say it then. I'm going to have to say it then. Because, baby, we want to wake up. We up. We want to wake up. Thank you. Thank you. So I'd be like, shoot. Shit, got something to say, sir. What's today? Today is Friday. Speaking of this coming Mondays, Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips on YouTube and Spotify. Monday, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time premiere. I go deeper into this, the immersion experience. And I share a lot of healing frequencies and a lot of ancestral forces that share more about this, the immersion experience. And I was channeling in real time because the soul is like, actually just let go and allow. So you can allow new understandings to come through. So that's all I'll be doing. So it's extremely candid because I just let go and allow and let new understandings come through. Yeah. I was guided to. So I was guided to say that. I was guided to say that because I was guided to say that. My future, yeah, I was guided to say that. I was guided to say it. My divine counterpart is like, why'd you say it about that? Because I was guided to. I was guided to say it. Like, I had to say something. Because I was guided to, period. So, I don't have much to add. Okay, I'll talk about it. Oh, shoot. I hear, like, in the ethers, like, talk about the Sasha Riley tapes. I don't have much to add, like, but I'll tell you my experience for experiencing them. And then the wisdoms I garnered and leaned back into. Because I didn't listen to all of them. I just listened to the first one. I was like, shoot. I haven't listened to all of them yet. I just listened to the first tape on a specific channel, so it was like 50 minutes long. I was like, again, the energies are imbalance. That our future self, like the Pleiadians gave us this beautiful insight. Thank you again. Our future self putting our own energy under a microscope, and it created our reality, our existence. And this is the type of shit that was in our energy that manifested happenings that went on in the Sasha Riley tapes. Self-acceptance. What is it trying to teach us about ourselves? Our beastly nature. Savage nature. When we think nobody's watching or looking. Or when we forget that we're connected to all things. And all things see through our eyes, walk our strides with us, tandem, limitless potentials. You're welcome, thank you. The soul said, thank you for sharing this, Ashley, yes. The wisdoms, yes. Yeah, you're welcome. I've shared this before in the podcast. I got this download before, like earlier, like about 3 or 4 years ago. when we thought we were doing things in the dark, we were on a stage with high and low lights. When we thought we were doing things behind closed doors, we were on a stage with high and low lights. We're on stages with high and low lights, baby. Trillions, millions, infinite beings watching us, or just one with us. And I've had to atone with myself. I put it in the podcast. I'm not going to share these things in my lives, but there's experiences that I've had. I put it in the podcast. Where my soul told me why I had to go through it. What I was helping to co-create, manifest with my experience. And what wisdoms like this were being garnered through my experiences. This is good. It's tasty. Tasty. Sasha Raleigh tapes. I was like, shit. I was like, yeah. I was living into my heart space. I'm glad. Excuse me. I'm glad. Let me finish that sentence. I'm glad I listened to the Sasha Raleigh tape. I was like, I'm glad. And the period. Hold up. Let me finish the sentence. I'm glad I wasn't listening to the Sasha Raleigh tapes at night, like at home by myself. Baby, I was at broad daylight in the coffee shop. Had my headphones on listening to it. Because I would have been like scared. I would have been scared. Lean back into the wisdoms. I don't want to start being messy. It's like whenever things were behind closed doors. We're so out of alignment with our soul's wisdoms because we don't meet ourselves in the inner space. It's like the things that transpire. That shit is wild. Transcendence. We don't want to do this no more. We done. And that's very true. That's why it's all come to the light. The darkness coming into the light. Because we've garnered the wisdoms, and it's celestially or universally orchestrated for us to wake up now and be one with our future self in the present moment. Now, I will say, there's some names in the Sasha Raleigh tapes. I was like, oh, shit. I was like, the people, senators and stuff in our government. I was like, and it was some names that, baby, those specific names, they've been rubbing me the wrong way for a while. I was like, damn. Like, shit. I was like, what? But it was like two specific senators that, baby, they get on my, I used to say they get on my nerves. But now I perceive, like, energetically, like, we are all truly one. And they're probably helping me go through spiritual awakenings. Because something in their spirit was like, baby, waking up my spirit. And shoot. Yeah, that was shoot. Yeah, shoot. I say that because, like, we're all wise, like we're channeling the Immersion experience. We're all wise, limitless humanoid beings. And remembering this in the present moment, even the people that are in the Sasha Valley tapes. So for their spirit to manifest those situations, best believe their spirit has garnered a lot of wisdoms, whether they consciously perceive it or not. Their spirits have garnered a lot of wisdoms from their experiences. I want to look into the wisdoms. I don't want to just be salacious and talk about folks, because that doesn't bring peace and resolution. I don't want to do it. I want to be remembered, so I'm going to practice my remembrance. I was like, dang, those are the same names. I was like, whoa, shoot, full circle moment. Shit, shoot. Like, whoa. I was like, whoa, shit. And yeah. I've gotten a lot of wisdoms, conscious remembrance, since the last live. I think last week I took off because I was going through a lot of spiritual activations. So I was like, I gotta shoot. I gotta shoot. So I had to take this Friday off. I'm going through a lot of spiritual activations. Immersion experience. Started working on my album Self-Love from Form to Form. And I was sharing it here on the Facebook Community Live. Full circle moment. I knew this album was going to be so activating. The first 2 writing sessions that I did, they're streaming on my channel. I also channel healing frequencies and wisdoms into music. Ashley-Nicole music is available to stream on YouTube. Go to the playlist section, you'll see the album Self-Love Performance Form. Still working on it. Take my time with it because I'm really activating to a lot of divine remembrance, soul remembrance of the DNA, genome, inner space, outer space, all things. The oneness that we are, the all things it is. With co-creating this album with the oneness of all things, or the self of the soul. And the 2 pre-recorded writing sessions. I'm a twin flame. We all truly are, Lord. Because we're all one. And we all have a divine spouse, divine counterpart. I know my story. I know consciously. I go to your soul to ask your soul what was your soul journey, because your soul plan. You know, your soul, the story that your soul intended to tell. Ask your soul about it. I know I'm a twin flame. My soul told me I was a twin flame. Twin flame, divine counterpart, divine spouse, universal travel, homie, lover, best friend, buddy. Homie, lover, best friend, buddy. Celestially orchestrated, divinely aligned. So my soul told me this, right? I've been healing about it because I knew who my divine counterpart, like I knew my soul, I tell my story all the time. My soul said husband. When I was 9 years old, I got the divine revelation, it's going to be a husband. It was a soul remembrance, a future self-remembrance. Who we've always only been, each other's spouse. Because of this reality, and thankfully, right, we have a 7-year, 2-month, 12-day age grade. 7-year, 3 months or 2 months? 7-year, 2 months, 12-day age gap. Now we know where our future selves projected into this reality for our future selves to perceive our energy and grow and evolve our energy into more wellness and balance. Our future selves are one. Couples, spouses, like, baby, future selves are one, right? and legally, like we're one in, you know, our age, we're ageless beings truly. And they projected us into this reality. And we have to reverse, and this goes for all of our stories. We have to, like, we're being reverse engineered to remember our future self in the present moment. My personal story is when I was 9 years old, divinely orchestrated. My twin flame divine counterpart, he was a child actor on a TV show, and that's how I saw him for the first time. Perceived him for the first time. The soul's like, that's gonna be your husband, Ashley. And I said out loud when I was 9 years old, it's gonna be my husband. Grew and evolved, 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 grew and evolved. Finally, age of legality. When I was like 17, 18, I started having more vivid visions of timeline possibilities with my person. And then I had to grow and evolve. Spiritually activate, spiritually remember. I made decisions. And understand, whenever we make decisions, it's obviously a decision that's needed for our evolution and growth. Because everything we experience and do is for our evolution and growth. To remember that we're limitless potentials in the present moment. Or to remember our future selves, our omnipotent presence in the present moment. So I made these decisions, which grew and evolved me. The whole time I've always been one with my divine counterpart. We've always only been one with all things. It's just awareness that each of us has is different based off of our own soul's evolution, and our soul's evolution or our authentic frequencies contribution to the evolution of all things, or we call it souls, or authentic frequential contribution to the oneness, the evolution of all things. So grown, evolve. 20s, like, I'm in my spirit, I knew who my person was, like around 2016, 2017, I started just in my spirit, I knew he knew who I was. Mind you, he grew up to have garnered a lot of success in entertainment sectors of how of our reality. I knew he knew who I was. I felt it in my spirit. And I was always following my heart guidance to remember my future self in the present moment. That's the bigger, that was a widened consciousness, scope, perspective, perception of the bigger picture of the story. And my union with my divine counterpart is synonymous with the bigger picture, yes. But all I knew from following my heart space all my life until I was catalyzed onto my spiritual awakening in 2018, was that's going to be my husband. And I was just following my heart space for this to manifest. I just knew to follow my heart. 2017, my person accidentally, but he did it on purpose. He wanted to catch my attention. He accidentally liked my video on Instagram, and it was like his handle said liked your video. I was like, whoa, whoa. I was excited. I was like, whoa, shoot. I was a baby. I didn't. He probably thought I didn't see it because I ain't go get his DMs or nothing. Not at that time, but I felt like a spiritual nudge, like, hey, message him. But I was like, I can't. I just wasn't in that space. I just felt like I couldn't do it yet. So I was like, now I know my future self wasn't pressing it. Like, okay, you need some more growth and evolution. You'll remember. And then 2018, baby, had a divine encounter with the soul, the future self, the oneness of all things. Like, hey, Ashley, do this. There's nothing else you can learn from the way you've been living. And we're going to bring your divine counterpart in. I said, did it, done, did it. So, like, divine inner space encounter. Heard it loud and clear. Hey, do this, and this. We're going to bring your person in. Flash a picture of my person in my mind's eye. I said, done, did it. 10 months later, I did everything I was asked to. 10 months later, it's like, hey, message your person on Instagram, and I did. And he saw it. He saw it, and he started messaging me on a burner account, and that's where we came into communication. And I talked about it. He's been spiritually aware. He just had different perspectives of the story. We all have our own perspective, and the way we perceive it at any moment, it serves towards the evolution of all things. So I've been catalyzed onto my spiritual awakening journey. Pulled out of my old reality, or things happen to manifest me being empty, or detaching from these paradigms that I identified myself as: my car, my apartment, my job. Like, detach me from all these things that were part of my self-identification, or the patterns of how I lived reality. And then the soul was like, hey, if you want to come in union with your person, you have to become everything I created you to be. Highest timeline potentials, all your heart space, you know. I was like, okay, yes. Started seeking God within zealotry. The soul, and then the city I'm from, I moved to the greater Houston, Austin area. That was a part of detaching me from the way I identified myself, to kind of empty myself. And the soul, when I got here, the soul was like, hey, you have to become everything I created you to be. You and your person's relationship works heaven on earth, nowhere else. It only manifests heaven on earth. So I started healing, growing healing. Hey, actually start this podcast. Over time, I started healing and channeling ancestral forces, and healing and uplifting our vibration, because we're truly one energy. Uplifting our vibration and healing and channeling the healing wisdoms into my content, my music, my podcast, animated series, literature. And there was parts of me that still weren't understanding. Or there were parts of me that could have took a detour and settled for like success, perceived success, like my podcast, like going viral, my content going viral, making a lot of money, perceived success. But the soul, thankfully, like my intentions that I say in prayer is I want what I do to actually activate the soul. I don't want to just make money off of like doing what I wanted to actually activate our soul to divine remembrance, highest timeline potentials, as universally aligned, universally assigned for the uplifting and regeneration of all things. Started the album from self-love, from formless to form. The first two pre-recorded sessions, baby, I'm having divine encounters for real. Like, I'm experiencing things I hadn't experienced to this magnitude before. Multidimensionality to this magnitude before. Like, I'm writing this, it's in the session. I kept all of it in the session, for pre-recorded sessions. They're streaming on the channel, Self-Love from Formless to Form. Ashley-Nicole music on YouTube. I need to go back and watch them, because I was kind of afraid of them. I haven't really watched them since I published them. I'm going to go back and watch them. So having multidimensional experiences that really deep that I hadn't experienced before. Like, I'm writing a song in the session on camera, and I hear my person loud as day. Okay, granted, he writes music as well. He writes music as well. The soul's like, actually, this is what you were afraid of. I perceive like people watching my story and being distracted by my story, so that you don't go in your own inner space and learn your own story, your own divine manuscript. Just being entertained by watching my story. And I don't want this. I want everybody to go inside it. And learn their magical story and God, be their future self, be your future self in the present moment, through prayer, meditation, and inner pondering, convening with the soul. So I was in a session. The soul's like, continue to go, Ashley. It's transcendence. We're healing it up. We're healing it in y'all's mind, body, soul, and spirit. In the mind, body, soul, and spirit. So I'm in a session, and I hear him loud as day, like, telling me what to write. I was like, must you do this? He said, I've only, baby, loud, clairaudiently. It's like it's like we're one. Like, his head is like, his head is my head. Like, I could feel it. Like it's like we're one. I was like, you're talking, like, must you be so loud? He's like, I've always only been doing this, Ashley. I was like, must you do this? He's like, I've always been doing this, Ashley. I was like, whoa. I'm not gonna lie. When I was working on my first complete project when I was in a duo, when I was working on that project, I perceived it. But I wasn't awakened. This is back in 2015. I'm 19, 20 years old. 21 years old. I didn't perceive it as loud. I perceived it, but I didn't understand what was going on. I just like followed the guidance. There were a couple of lines that I was guided, like really all of it. Future Self said all of it, Ashley. Yeah. Whoa. But there were a couple of specific lines I was guided to write. And when I was like, and normally I write my music before I go to the studio, but these times I was actually in the studio writing. And I heard Ashley say this lyric, way up, I feel blessed. Way up, I feel blessed. Like, say that in the song, Ashley. I was like, okay. Way up, I feel blessed. I know you'll be around when it's all falling down. Transcendence. In your eyes, I wear a crown. Transcendence, we're all one. I was like, whoa. So when I'm sitting in this session, like I literally hear him like loud as day. In the pre-recorded session, I was like, must you do that? He's like, I've always been doing this. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, whoa. I could look, hindsight 2020, I could look back and see that. I was like, whoa, shoot. I was like, dang. So yesterday when I did back to yesterday when I did a oneness connection energetic upliftment transmission, our oneness. It's exemplification of our oneness. I channeled so many ancestral forces. It's really powerful. It's gonna premiere this coming Wednesday. Oneness connection energetic upliftment on YouTube. Free to stream. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. After I did the transmission, the spirit, the soul, the future self was like, whoa, like y'all, like yeah, y'all, because we're one energy, humanity. Is like y'all's human is acclimating to oneness pretty well. Unity consciousness, celestial oneness consciousness pretty well. Very well, extremely well. I was like, whoa, shoot. I was like, dang. Because the transmission, I wasn't expecting it. Like a lot of the times I be wanting to control it. The soul said allow it, just relax and allow it, and it just happened the way it happened. It was really, really cool and abundant. It's like, hey, y'all's human is acclimating to oneness consciousness, or the understanding that it looks like it's just me, but there's every being in existence is sitting in this chair, looking through my eyes, like, and everybody that's watching. Through your eyes, through your existence, every being of divine evolution, infinite potentials is watching through your existence because we're one with all things. Unity consciousness, celestial consciousness. Remembrance that we're one in all things. Mind, body, soul, and spirit. So I was like, dang. So after I did the transmission, I was like, whoa, baby. I had heavy vertigo. I was like, shoot. And the soul and space future self said, Ashley, lay down. So I laid down. And I just felt like I couldn't sleep, but I was like I was in an in-between space. Like I felt like I couldn't sleep, but I felt like I knew like something else was happening. I was like in an in-between space. And it felt like I was laying there for a long time. I don't think I was though. I don't shoot. And when I opened my eyes, it's like the future self was like, Ashley, get up. I was like, no, I didn't sleep yet. I'm tired. I need to sleep. It's like, no, Ashley, get up and go. I need to eat dinner. I need to hydrate. Like, Ashley, get up, go eat dinner, like drink water. And when I opened my eyes, like my divine counterpart, my future self, were truly one, like pulled me up to where like reality shifted. Like I was on some Lucy. Like if you see the movie Lucy, it was like that. It's like where reality bent and shifted, like pulled me up and like pulled me in a different dimension, and like into a different dimension, and then pushed me back down and laid me back down on the floor. And it's like I opened my eyes again. Like it's like I was opening my eyes for the first time, and this little black bag was laying next to me. And the little black bags, when I take my pup for a walk, there's these little black bags to pick up the doggy poop. And I sometimes I don't use them, but so I'll put them in my pocket. I'll have them, but I'll put them in my pocket, in my jacket pocket, and I don't always use them. And one of those bags was laying neatly next to me, because I was laying on the floor. One of the bags was laying neatly next to me on the floor. And I know it couldn't goddamn well I didn't put that right there. And I knew it was my future self showing me like, hey, this is real. I was like, holy shoot. I was like, shoot. I was like, yes, I believe. I was like, whoa. I was like, dang. And then I was guided to YouTube. It's like, because it was like, it's having a mind, it's our mind, body, soul, and spirit acclimate to like operating beyond space and time. Is what it is. Operating beyond space and time, interdimensionally, multidimensionally. Having our minds and our brains believe it. So I was like, I'm still like, my brain, like, and our future self knows this. So it's like, hey, Ashley, we need you to understand this is real. Go to YouTube. I went to YouTube. The first video was a video about consciousness and about how all beings and things are truly one. Telling us somebody else's experience of awakening to this understanding. I was like, shit. I was like, whoa. I was like, dang. I was like, whoa, powerful. I was like, dang. Thank you. The soul is like, welcome home. Welcome home, welcome home. Thank you. I want to thank y'all so much for stopping in on this Facebook community live. Again, my name is Ashley-Nicole Phillips. I am a channel for the divine. We all truly are, right? We all definitely are. Energies reflecting, or being channeled into our dimensionality, our perspective, perception of reality, of divine evolution. My podcast, Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, is available to stream on YouTube and Spotify. My other podcast, Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment, is available to stream for free on YouTube. I'm also an author. I channeled the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel. It's been a part of my awakening journey. It's a 3-part book series. The first 2 parts are Asia's story. The first book, Coming Home, the story of Asia, followed by the story of Asia, I'm Home. Asia is a teenage girl growing up in the New York City foster care system. She's catalyzed onto her spiritual awakening journey. When she meets her twin flame Chase in the hallway of her school in Manhattan Prep, she goes through a lot of experiences which help her align to and embody the remembrance that she is limitless, that all is limitless, she is love, all is love, or divine remembrance and evolution. To our more greater remembrance of our oneness with all things. The third part of the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel is My Other Half. My Other Half is a twin flame divine counterpart journey back home to God inside, or God of all things, home frequency. One soul manifested as human beings of planet Earth. 2 beings over many lifetimes. They know they're supposed to co-create a love and a life together. Each lifetime says, soon. They will co-create a love and a life. Which lifetime, under which circumstances, the books are prophetic. My animated series, Asia's Story, the animated series, stems from the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel. It's all soul-guided, all divine evolution. The interdimensional, multidimensional experiences in which I have conscious awareness of, I channel them within the animated series. AP Short Stories is available to stream. Asia's Story, the animated series, is available to stream AP Short Stories on YouTube. If you go to the latest Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips installment on YouTube or Spotify, you go to the description, you'll see the links to my books. If you're doing paperback copies, it's 2 separate bindings. All 3 stories, Asia's Story is in 1 binding. My Other Half is in a separate binding. $29.98 plus tax for the 3 stories. 2 paperback bindings to be mailed to your home. If you're doing digital downloads, it's 3 separate downloads, $29.97 plus tax. Again, just go to the latest Kingdom Things Podcast installment in the description. You'll see the specified links for paperback or digital. You also see the links to AP Short Stories on YouTube to stream Asia's Story, the animated series, as well as Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment. And then my music, Ashley-Nicole Music on YouTube. I heal in the spirit. I heal through the soul space. Channel healing frequencies and wisdoms to help manifest our future selves in the present moment. Ashley-Nicole Music on YouTube. And then I have my live series, Out of the Box. It's about what we're all going through, awakening, expanding our consciousness, awareness, mind, body, soul, spirit, awareness to our limitless potentials within the dream, awakening within the dream, awakening To remember us that we're limitless within our dimensionality of dimensionality. I love you, loving yourself. Self-love is the best love because you have to love yourself in the way in which you want your reality to love you. Out of the Box is streaming Ashley-Nicole music on YouTube. Playlist section, the first season, Out of the Box. I love you, loving yourself. Self-love is the best love because you have to love yourself in the way in which you want your reality to love you back. Self-love is the best love because you are loving your truest truths. Give that love to yourself first. Self-love is the best love because it helps you be embodied your limitless potentials, your wellness, balance, your future self in the present moment or consciously. To assist towards a multidimensional, awakened, galactic, and beyond colony of divine evolution. Let me see y'all later.